That Comedy Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Marcus, and you are joining me live in the That Comedy Studios, but I'm never alone. I'm with my boy, Joey LaFaro. Joe, say hello to the people.
Hello there. Welcome to the party, y'all.
Oh, man, we about to have some fun tonight. Tonight is going to be a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, we're back. It's been about, I want to say, a month.
It's been a long time without you, my friend.
Don't make me cry on the podcast. Oh man, but yeah, Joey, it's been a while, man. But
Yes,
we're
sir.
back. We're back in the saddle again. DJ Marcus, Joey LaFaro back on the Comedy Podcast. You know what that means, Joey?
What does that mean?
We got shit coming up.
Oh, yes, it does.
that's when you see us. We got shit coming up. That's when you see us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But Joey, it is our time back in the sunshine once again, sir. It's been a while, man. I'm happy to see you. I mean, we haven't had a chance to really hang out and podcast
We have not.
the way we used to. We used to do this like weekly, like every week. I would come over and we would talk shit.
We were supposed to last time, and then something happened.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
We had another one scheduled this month.
We did have another one scheduled, and then an untimely situation happened. I'll tell the world, Joey.
Okay.
I had a baby. I didn't expect to have a baby that soon. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt, pepper, and heavy tea was in the limousine. I mean, no, that wasn't what happened. That was a dream I had. Okay, I'll tell the truth, Joe.
What was the name of the baby?
Biggie. It was a baby, Biggie. That was the baby I had. But Joey,
I
there
thought
was.
it was Dia.
Hate you with a fist. That's what I hate you with. I hate you with a fist.
Shaking fist.
But yeah, I got sick before our last podcast, and it caused me to be hospitalized for a little while. Fortunately for everybody involved, I'm better, and I'm back, and I'm black, and I'm back, and I'm black, and I'm back doing fun shit again.
I would just like to thank myself for praying for you.
Oh, you prayed?
I did.
My Joey prayed for me.
In my own way.
He had me on his mind. Did you go to the rib gods?
No, I just looked at the sky and winked.
That's you gave God a wink,
I was like, you got this, bro. And
and that was it. That's how you prayed
that's all
for.
I got to do.
That's all you have for me. I can appreciate that to a degree, because at least you did something.
I had to. I mean,
It was an unforeseen sickness. I'll tell the story, Joe.
okay.
We're on the podcast. We air our grievances and our emotions out here on the
Yeah.
podcast. Okay. So
Transparency is our favorite thing.
for about 2 months, I hadn't been feeling well. Okay, and I spiraled into one of my regular habit of spiraling, where I decided to do nothing but drink carbonated drinks, i.e. sodas, and eat candy. Because that's the only thing that really satiates me when I get in that mood. Wasn't paying attention to how much I was doing that, and it kind of got the best of me. It caused my blood sugar to rise to levels that don't make sense to human anatomy. I looked online and I said, how high should your blood sugar ever be?
Mm.
And they said 180 is pushing diabetes. And I said, wow. The number they told me had 4 digits in it. 1,170. And they looked at me. They looked at me very, very plainly and said, we don't know how you're walking. We don't know how you're here now. Like, how'd you get to the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, I don't know. It's same thing they said the last time I got sick.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I got sick, I was in the hospital. They were like, you're like, the amount of fluid that's in your chest, you should have died like before you even got here. And I'm like, I've been walking around with this shit like this for 2 weeks. It usually takes me about 2 weeks of feeling like ass for me to go to the hospital.
You should stop and heed those warnings sooner.
I did. So here's the culmination of shit that happened. Okay, so I'm gonna teach everybody about diabetes, so you have a full understanding. So when you get to that level of where you're really sick, first thing happens, you pee a lot. Like, I mean, an enormous amount of pee. So no matter what you drink, it's coming out within 20, 30 minutes of you drinking it. So that was stage number one. So I was like, all right, well, that's kind of weird. So then I'm not hydrated, obviously. So something else is going on. Then you get what's called thrush. Thrush is a coating of your tongue, Joey.
Mm.
And it's basically a bacterial infection of your mouth. The reason you get that is because you're not pushing anything regular into your body. Your body's not maintaining enough of the good things to keep that from happening to you. You keep a nice amount of bacteria in your mouth at all times.
Mm-hmm.
But when it gets out of hand, that's usually
an
a
invasive
cause.
species.
Yes, it becomes an invasive species, and it caused me not to eat because my mouth felt weird, so I wasn't eating, so I wasn't getting the other vitamins. So then nothing was counteracting the sugar I was
So
about.
get this straight. You gave yourself diabetes, and then diabetes gave you scurvy,
Yes,
and then you had to get on a pirate ship.
I had to get on a pirate ship in the good ship Lollipop in Southern Maryland. So I got to the hospital. What they told me was, your numbers are worse than anyone we've ever seen. You need to be on everything. So they immediately put me on IV drips and tried to get all the fluids out of me. So they flushed my system first, and then they start rebuilding me with insulin and things like that to bring the sugar numbers down. So once that becomes under control, you go home, and then you try to figure out exactly what's next. Now, the other thing that does happen if you're over the age of 35, your vision gets affected. So for about a week and a half, I couldn't see too much anything. Like I would go places, and I would be like see people on stages. Like I went to church, and I would look at the pulpit, and I couldn't see the pastor's face from the seats. And it was scary, but it was more or less going, you're sick. This is what I kept telling myself. Like, you're sick. You'll get over it. You'll be fine.
That is not a sick symptom. That is not.
But I went to the eye doctor. Now, here's the thing. I went to the eye doctor, and I went to urgent care. And neither the urgent care people didn't mention diabetes when I went there because of the thrush.
Mm-hmm.
I went there because I couldn't swallow and my mouth was full of bullshit. And they were like, oh, yeah, you got thrush. We see it. Here, go get this mouthwash, and that'll be it. And I was like, okay, cool. That'll cure it. So then I took the mouthwash. The shit was horrible, and it made me throw up every time I took it. So I was like, I ain't taking this shit no more.
Mm.
So I stopped taking
Let
that.
that be a lesson to you.
Yeah, I have that bottle sitting. That bottle came full. I took about that much out of the bottle. I was like, I ain't doing this shit.
That's enough of that.
Yeah. So then I went to the eye doctor because, again, couldn't see. And the eye doctor is the first person to say, you've been tested for diabetes? And I went, what do you mean? He's like, well, your eye looks fine, but if you can't see, you might have diabetes. And I went, wait, that's not what I got. I'm pre-diabetic. They keep saying it when I go see the doctor. And guess what I did, Joey? I went post-diabetic. So at least I didn't go all the way post-diabetic and didn't have to die. So I lived through it.
You went through a Beatus portal.
Yes. So now I get a handy doodad. I get a little monitor on my arm. I'm gonna show the people at home because everyone needs to see this type of shit. See that right there? That's making me part robot now. So
it powers his armor.
Yes. So now I get to check every couple hours whether or not my blood sugar is good, and I haven't checked in about an hour. So here's what I do, Joey. Right in front of everybody. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm a guinea pig and I want people to be healthy. And you know what? I had a conversation with my wife about it. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what people like used to do? Like healthy people used to always tell you you're gonna get diabetes. You keep doing that. Mm-hmm. No one with diabetes ever told you that. Mm-hmm. No one with any kind of health issue ever told you about the health issues they went through. They just kept that shit a secret.
It's gonna happen to you.
It's gonna happen to you if you don't stop. So I'm here to tell you, it's gonna happen to you. It's gonna happen to you at home. Who's watching right now? Whoever's watching at home right now, it's gonna happen to you. And I don't want it to. I want you to be healthy. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm drinking big ass bottles of water. I know y'all watch the podcast, and for like the past 5 months, there's been a giant bottle of soda in front of me every podcast. I'm drinking 4 of these a day now. This is all I drink. Core water, and I've learned that seltzer water and Mio taste pretty damn good. So that's my soda now.
Okay.
Meal has 0 calories, 0 carbohydrates. You squirt that in some seltzer water. It's a perfectly good soda.
I like watermelon.
Poppy. Yeah, I got a box of Poppy. Poppy is shit. Don't drink Poppy.
Poppy's hit or miss.
Poppy is
The watermelon's pretty damn good.
So Poppy,
but the lemon lime is ass. I don't know how do you get watermelon right, but you fuck up Sprite.
because it wasn't meant to be Sprite.
Then again, I mean Pepsi fucked it up. So, but what the fuck is a Starry?
That's their way of starting over again.
That was a bad decision.
So right now, Joey, I went from 1,087.
Yeah.
I'm back down to 145.
Okay. That's healthy.
I'm within see the green?
Yeah.
That's where I stay. I stay in the green now. And I have to monitor that all the time. And I'm happy to do it because at the end of the day, I don't want to feel like shit anymore.
That's good.
And that's as simple as I can put it.
I wish I could say that I did.
Huh?
I
What?
I don't want to feel like shit anymore, but at the same time, I don't want to give up football. And at this point in my life, these things are not
non-negotiables for you.
They're not cooperating.
Oh, your knees?
My back has been fucked since Sunday in a way that has never happened before. I've never been in this much pain for this long.
Joey, you are 2 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 35. I told you, 35 hit like a ton of bricks.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt every pain I could, standing up, sitting down, doing whatever. You're over that hump, buddy. And you keep trying to do shit like a young person. You ain't young no more.
That's never been a discussion.
You've been old for a long time.
My body's been 45 for a minute. That's why I don't understand. Like we had a deal. I keep rebuilding and I'm fine. But this time, no. What happened was we were supposed to have. So I signed up for flag football for the summer, and I was like, "This, I'm gonna ease my way back in. I'm only gonna play some snaps on offense only, and then I'll work my way back." And they're like, "Yeah, we put you on a good team. He's got a good quarterback. He's got a lot of guys that already know how to play. You're not joining a regular free agent team."
Mm-hmm.
This team is ghetto as shit because not a damn one of them showed up. We had to play with 7 people for the first game, and most of them like didn't know each other. And then and I brought my brother. If it weren't for me, you would have had nothing. And then I had to play offensive and defensive line. Yeah.
Quarterback?
No, the quarterback was the guy that knew people supposedly, even though they didn't come. There's an old dude named Trail, and he was very adamant about using pause effectively.
Is his name Contrail?
I don't know.
Is his real name Contrail?
I don't know.
Was black?
Yeah.
His real name's Contrail.
Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. I've only ever heard anybody call him Trail. So anyway, he's a good quarterback, but my brother wore cleats that were too small, so he was tippy-toeing around the field. He still was making plays, don't get me wrong, but I knew that he wasn't quite himself. And I knew about after a quarter of the game, I needed to come out because I felt things tightening. But
everything started tightening up on you?
Yeah, but I can't. I'm too competitive to not I can't just do half speed. It's really hard for me to do that. So I'm trying to block and I'm trying to play defense, but I don't want to be a completely useless defender. So I'm not sprinting, but I'm just taking a hard ass step to try and fool them into thinking they have to block me.
Jesus Christ, Joey. This sounds horrible.
I got through the first game and then I really didn't feel like I could go to the second game, but we didn't have any subs. We had 1 sub for the second game. And after a couple of plays I had to play again. I got to halftime and I'm dying. And at this point, I ended up going to the bathroom and hiding because I can't sit there on the sideline because they're going to ask me to come in. And the problem is my pain tolerance is such that when I say I'm hurt,
you mean it?
I know I'm saying I'm hurt because I know I'm going to be hurt later. It's not about now. I'm not in a lot of pain now.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel the beginnings of what's going to be an issue probably later.
Okay, I get that.
And so it's hard for me to like say no. I am broken. This is not like because I can technically do it. I can technically exist on the field. But the problem is with me existing on the field, I'm gonna want to block somebody or chase something, and those things are not things that I should be or can be doing.
Yeah, you're not as young as you used to be, though.
So I go home, I take an Epsom salt ice bath, thinking that's gonna get me back, somewhere.
Epsom salt ice bath.
Yeah.
I thought you did Epsom salt and hot bath.
You can do it either way. I kind of prefer the ice bath. It was actually kind of nice.
Okay, so what you
That got me.
Ice from?
I don't know. I just called my wife and said, "Hey, prepare the ice bath."
Prepare ice bath for it?
Yes. I was like, I don't know if I'm able to walk later otherwise, because we got to go to K&G so I can pick out this outfit for this party we're so secret to.
Oh, okay.
So we managed to go walk around Greenbelt, and I'm surviving, but it's uncomfortable. And then we were like, hey, you know what would be really good? We just had Fogo on Friday, but like there's a Korean barbecue joint. And then we ate entirely too much Korean barbecue. You know what doesn't mix well with a tight hip flexor?
Korean barbecue?
A full intestine.
Ooh, no. That makes your body heavy.
Well, here's the problem. A full intestine sits on top of said sore, tight hip flexor and stretches it. And when your hip flexor is made of hamburger meat, it hurts, and whatever it touches hurts. In this case, my lower back.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Which has been screaming at me for the better part of the last 4 days.
Oh, I would have been screaming at you too. If you keep fucking with me. Oh my goodness. Joey, it goes to show that we're old. We've actually gotten to old. Like I'm proud of us. Because we made it through.
We survived this long?
We survived to this point. I'm actually proud of your accomplishments of getting here. I'm proud that I made it this far as a black man in America. But we've gotten old. And I'm okay with that.
I'm not. I look at the world and I go, why? Why did I let my, like, I would have been better off dying so much sooner.
Oh my God.
Because the stupidity that's happening right now is out of control.
All right, dude. So let's get into it. All right. So
where do you want to start?
All right. So here's I found. Okay, let's start here. We're not gonna start with the world as it sits today. Okay. We're gonna start with some fun shit I found. Okay.
Okay. What you find?
All right. I found some fun shit, and we're just gonna hit it and then discuss it a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play it for you, and here it goes. Okay. We'll play a part. And then we'll discuss. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, nope.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, so the premise of this thing is, what did you love growing up that poor people love?
Oh.
That rich people ruined? So the first thing was, living by the coast. Because that used to be only hippies and drug-addled surfers who would live by the coast.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt like beachfront property was always a thing.
No. That wasn't not in the originals. That's why a lot of black people own beach property. And now that's all stolen by white men. Another thing that came up in this was oxtails. Oxtails and other delicatessen.
Well, then fuck you, Elon.
What happened?
Sorry, I just got a message that we are not alive on Twitter at the moment because Twitter requires a premium account in order to go live.
To go live?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How much does the premium account cost?
I don't know, but we ain't getting it.
We ain't paying for it?
Paying that dumb motherfucker more money.
No, we ain't paying him nothing to begin with.
Fucking.
Oh, you do pay him, man. You got a Tesla.
I have Tesla solar panels. And my wife bought a wireless mouse that we have to charge in the driveway.
What?
Look at that car and tell me that's not a wireless mouse.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Why you have to charge your wireless mouse in the driveway? That makes no sense. But yeah, your car is a dead mouse. It's a tiny car. I don't know why you got such a tiny car.
No, here's the thing. It's actually bigger than the other two cars we have.
It's a full-size car?
It's just wider wheelbase.
Oh, okay.
So it's harder to park things next to it in the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw you, like right now, both of your cars are in the driveway.
Yeah.
And I saw the Tesla parked
Those
in the driveway.
two park next to each other fine.
Fine. I saw the Tesla parked in the driveway, and I was like, I could barely get my little truck in front of me. Wow. So you got a Tesla. How do you feel about having a Tesla, Joseph?
Apparently David's mad. Or David's woman is mad that we have not said hi to him.
Oh, I apologize.
So I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry. Hi, David.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Chef David.
Did she really comment that?
Yes.
That's fucking great. I can appreciate it. Hey, stand by your man. This is something that's missing in this world, Joey. She's fighting for her man. I understand it completely. But yeah, so hello, Dave. It's always fun to mention Chef Dave, even though he's not here. But back to your Tesla, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
So have you driven it?
No.
Are you allowed to drive?
I don't want to find out.
You don't want to drive?
I'm a Subaru driver.
I don't know what the fuck that means, Joey.
It means I drive a Subaru.
That means you can't drive any other car?
It means I only when I feel like driving something else.
Didn't you own a Sonata for like 5 years?
Yeah, but we don't talk about that car no more.
You had a Sonata, and then you have something else like before that? Didn't you have like a Mazda or something? You had some stupid car.
The last car I had before that was a Volvo.
You had a Volvo and Sonata.
And that was because the last Forester I had died.
Because you had a Forester and now you got a new Forester.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Joey, I look at it like this, buddy. You drive stupid cars. So why not drive the Tesla? That's what I say. I'm going to ask your wife about it. I'm going to ask your wife why she didn't let you drive a Tesla.
She does not let me drive it. She's only had it for a week.
I thought you had it for like 3 weeks.
Nah, it's only been like a week or two.
Okay. I mean,
and for the first week we didn't have a charger, so it was at her brother's house.
He has a charger at his house?
Yeah, her whole family has.
They all have Teslas?
Yes. You see why I'm annoyed by all of it.
You married into a princely hood or something. Are you Prince Joey?
Maybe, who knows?
Am I missing something? Like, cause it seems like you got an endowment.
No.
It seems like Joey rich and just you keep faking.
No, my dowry was the studio.
No. That's funny as shit. This is a worthless dowry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man. So back to the video. Back to the video what I was playing. Okay.
Oh. Wings.
Rich people have ruined food and fun and homes.
Thrift stores.
Thrift stores. No, thrift shopping is big with the white liberals. They like going to get other people's clothes.
I mean, oh, you're talking about them upscale consignment shops. Those are fucking bullshit.
Well, those are the fucking worst. Have you ever been inside of one?
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
They're the worst. They're the worst. They feel like a hoarder's like rectum.
It's the
vintage.
Worst shit. Oh, it is vintage. I'm like, these are used.
But nothing vintage about this shit. It's old.
Why are you making it seem like I'm at the Gap Plus? Like,
Old-
what is this place?
Old used shit. That's what that boils down to. Where's our co-host? You on there?
I don't know. We ain't got no producer.
We ain't got a co-host. It's just us.
Mhm.
Bullshit. All right, Joey.
No guests.
You know what? Let's get into it, Joey.
Which thing?
Presidential election 2024. Okay, so the field has come down to Joseph. Might not remember his name, Biden.
Has it?
And
Because he's fighting with everybody right now. He's fighting Lester Holt. He's fighting Nancy Pelosi. He fought some guy on a phone call the other day who.
Did you see him and Lester Holt?
He got weird.
He got real weird with Lester Holt. Are you talking about that in the media? What's he about to do? Get up and punch him?
And then he was like, got COVID. Dang it.
He was about a half a step away from calling Lester Holt the N-word.
If
you
he,
uppity Negro.
if he-
You ain't gonna talk to me that way.
if he drops out in like the next 48 hours, I think he's waiting for the convention to end. If he drops out after the convention, this is the shittiest, bitchiest way to drop out of it. So, which I by all means, get the fuck out. But
Who's running again? Who's gonna take the spot?
it doesn't matter.
You think someone else can step in?
Here's my thing. What's been the number one argument for voting for Joe Biden?
He's not Trump.
Do we have someone else who is also not Trump?
Everybody.
Done deal. I just want to know who to hold accountable because right now he's a placeholder. There's no way he's going to be in office for 4 years. So, okay, if it's Kamala, then Kamala and who? Because on her own, I don't really trust her. So you got to put a VP with her that like makes me feel a little bit better.
Wes Moore.
Okay.
Wes is more. That'll be the perfect slogan for the new vice president of the United States.
The problem is Jasmine Crockett is like 4 years away from being a potential candidate.
Jasmine Crockett? Who's that? I haven't met Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, you know the work of Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett's a legend.
Oh, the chick with your bad build, big back, bad build.
My favorite congressperson.
Yeah, she looks like she would be your favorite, Joey.
No, she's my favorite because she's the only person I've ever heard in any branch of Congress ever say anything about trying to get work done on anything ever.
Y'all wasting my time trying to get work done. You bad built, big back bitch. That's what she wanted to call her, right? And by her, I mean Marjorie Taylor Greene, the poster child for weird-faced women. I think
She looks like the Geico caveman's husband. Like wife.
Yeah,
I was gonna say wife, but
husband,
husband, wife.
Yeah, yeah, she's the worst looking. Like I don't know. I don't like talking about women's looks, but Marjorie Taylor Greene looks like bad.
Just
I don't know what about her is makes me angry. Like
just go away.
Her face makes me angry. I don't know what it is about her. Like seeing her like in a public forum makes me mad. Like every time she shows up and shit, I'm like, why? Why the fuck is she here? And then,
It's like when you see Sarah Huckabee Sanders' eyelashes.
yeah. Yeah.
Something about this
Something about that
just
just
bothers me.
bothers the fuck out of me.
What are you doing?
And then it's like, okay, so you got okay, if she's got a couple years. She's still young. And I mean Jasmine yeah.
I'm gonna call her right now. If she does a keynote speech at the DNC,
She's the next
she's the next nominee. Because that's what they did with Barack. They put him in at the keynote, and everybody's like, "Oh fuck, that's the dude." But they couldn't run him that year.
one.
And 4 years later,
He was the guy.
he was a guy.
I don't think they'll give her that. How old is she? I don't want to say.
It don't matter. Like she's already like popular.
But is she old enough to? Oh, she's 43.
Yeah, she's not that young.
She looks young. She looks very young.
Yeah, because it don't crack. What do you?
Oh, I know it, Joey. I mean, shit. My eyes ain't right. How tall is she? Because it says height and age. she seems short.
She seems short.
She seems like she has a lot of short energy.
Yeah.
Like Like, fuck you over there, bitch. Like, that's the energy she gives off.
That's because she's always behind the desk getting work done. That's why I like her.
Hey, if she wins, she's 5'5".
But I don't want them to burn her on this election. This election's already like.
Well, if they put
dumb.
If they make her the vice president, then that'll give.
I don't.
They give 4 years for her to grow in the public.
No, but see, the problem is you got to put somebody that, like Kamala. Do you understand? Kamala is not
smart,
helping anybody,
smart,
anything. Because every time she opens her mouth, she digs a hole.
What was she saying over and over
again? Like the funny thing is, you why are they burying her? Why are they hiding her? And then they let her speak, and she does like weird, like cringy, like videos with Taraji P. Henson for no reason. And then she like talks about the future, what can be unburdened. What can be
unburdened by what is.
The fuck are you talking about?
What can be cannot be burdened by what is. It's like, what?
Stop.
And she said it like 19 times.
Right, like it was like profound. It wasn't good the first time.
That's her yes we can.
That's her.
That's her yes we can.
That's her penis joke that all the comics think is hilarious because it's happening to the audience.
Oh wow, that's a good way of putting it, Julie.
Yeah.
But the Democratic Party set aside. This week was the RNC.
Yeah. So we don't know what's happening there.
Mm.
Joe might stay. He might go.
He might go.
His poll, like everybody keeps telling me that the polls are going in the other way. Like you're like, oh, it's happening, this, not that, do. And then this past weekend happened, and I have aged 70 years.
Since over the
40 weekend? Of it due to my back. The other 30 due to this bullshit.
All right, so we start with Saturday.
We need to start with Saturday.
Did we start with Saturday?
Because if we start with the convention, then we don't have an explanation of why people were wearing bandages on the side of their heads like they were antennas. Like they were wearing satellite dishes on their ears.
The bandage means love. That's what I saw in an article today. The bandage on the ear means love.
It means you don't understand how bandages work.
No, because that was a maxi pad he had on his ear. And the videos I saw at first of him having it in the wrong ear.
Why was it so square? And then
why was it so goddamn big?
And the funny part is, like, the people who wore the fake ones to like show solidarity
were
better bandages, but also larger. And every nurse that's commented said, "Yeah, you probably wouldn't bandage that way because there's no reason to."
No, there's none.
It was a scratch.
He got nicked by a bullet. Okay.
Are we sure?
I don't know what happened. I think he ducked and somebody like paper cut him real quick as he was ducking.
I heard there was glass.
It was glass from
a teleprompter.
So somebody shot the teleprompter and the glass shot out at him?
That kid hit everything else but anything near him.
He killed one guard. I think he killed something.
He killed a retired firefighter.
That's who it was.
Who ended up shielding his family.
There you go.
Which God bless him for doing.
Yeah.
But fuck him. Because that dude was an asshole.
Who? The cop? The
firefighter.
He was an asshole?
Oh, yeah.
In real life?
So here's my thing.
We get news about dead.
Ain't nothing but chickens coming home to roost.
Jesus, Joseph. That is a harmful stance.
This is a stance that's been taken before, and it's appropriate now. Because what that was meant to explain was when you cultivate a culture of hate, then hate is going to be what ends you.
Okay.
Is that not what Malcolm said about
Kevin? Yeah, the chicken's coming home.
Yeah. Well, that specifically was what he meant by it.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know.
So this motherfucker has been on Twitter talking about the Palestinians will get over getting bombed just like the Japanese did. Actual quote from this firefighter. He also, when there was a demonstration for global warming, and some hippies had nooses around their necks, and then they were standing on blocks of ice. He said, I feel like going ice kicking. You're advocating for political violence. You're undone by political violence. I feel bad for his family, but you don't get to say, oh, well, he was a firefighter, so nothing else he did mattered. Your character matters when your character matters, and you have done the opposite of show empathy for everybody else. Don't come to me asking for any.
Okay, so here's the thing, Joey. I'm a Christian, okay? When people die, we don't bring up the past shit they did, they dead. You say, hey, he died, and you let him live on, move on, however you did. We need to get to a little more of that decorum. We can't bring up his old shit. He can't defend himself anymore, Joey.
He wasn't going to be able to defend himself now.
I know he can't.
He couldn't even if he was. You know why? That's why he was at the fucking rally to begin with.
Yeah, true. Damn it, Joey. I'm sad for the world we live in. Where Joey LaFaro is going that deep on a dead man. I can't go that deep.
I'm sorry. I'm tired of letting people. You know, you can't. Character is not a job. Character is not. I go to a church. That is not how character is measured. Character is when you do the right thing when it is against your own interest and no one's watching.
What time? How much time we in here? 37 and 50. Okay.
Before we hit critical mass.
I gotta remember to clip that because that's what's going viral.
Okay.
We going viral this week. That's the clip right there. You on your way.
Okay.
You the next Lenny Bruce.
Yeah.
But Joey, I understand where you're coming from. People suck in life, and then they die, and then we're expected to go, oh well, they're dead now. We gotta forgive their sins. No, they were still sinful fucking people when they were here. I don't forget. I don't forgive. I didn't read about the firefighter as much because I didn't read into it.
I didn't go looking for shit. I was on Twitter, and I don't go looking for shit on Twitter politically. I try to look up football shit. And that's what came up in my feed.
I don't go on Twitter for any of that.
So blame your boy Elon for that shit, who can't get off Trump's dick. So that's why that shit's on there, and that's why I saw it. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. I get it, Joey. I'm not sitting here advocating that censorship of any kind. I'm simply saying the following, Joey. He died saving his family. Safe home to him.
Because here's the thing. Here's the flack I got. Oh, how dare you judge somebody for their political opinions? Those aren't political opinions. That's just being an asshole.
Yeah, the Palestinian thing was kind of asshole-ish.
Like that's double racist. It's racist against Palestinians and Japanese people.
Yeah, he's
xenophobic at very least, and genocidal, and.
Yeah, Joey. I thought this episode was heavy when we started. I thought we were gonna bring back the light, man. You know what? I'm bringing back the light, Joey. When Trump got shot,
and then there's this shooter. Here's the part I don't understand. Here's the thing. There's a lot of conspiracy theories floating around.
Mm-hmm. Biden put that kid up to it. It was Biden.
This is my problem, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't really care. Like you have to look at it this way. If I'm gonna go through all this trouble of manipulating Secret Service, if that's what happened, of manipulating the police protection, of ignoring warnings, of doing all this extra shit to have Donald Trump shot at or assassinated, whichever side of the conspiracy you think that you're on. Why the fuck would you pick a kid who couldn't make his high school rifle team to be the shooter? You had all the options. You don't have the connections to find anybody who is at least like he could have just been. He didn't have to make the rifle team. Just make the field and country track team. You know, the one where you shoot the goose while you're running. Get one of them kids.
Get one of them kids to do it.
They got the kid who flunked out of rifle training. They cut him from the rifle team.
Okay, so here
because he couldn't.
He couldn't hit the side of a fucking bar. So here's what I feel about the kid. Okay, I think
he shot the hydraulics in the crane.
The kid was a plant. I don't think the kid was necessarily there to do anything more than just than be a face for all this shit to go with.
And he was a patsy.
He's a patsy.
So there was another shooter.
Well, much like the grassy knoll, I do believe I believe shit went sideways. You know how I know shit went sideways, Joey? Because I watched something. Have you ever seen when Reagan was in the assassination attempt of Reagan?
No.
Okay. When John Hinckley came out to shoot Reagan, he got close and shot Reagan. But when the Secret Service got to Reagan to get him out of there, it was like 30 of them within 2 seconds of the shot going off.
They swept him away.
Yes. This was not that.
This was the opposite of that.
Yes. You don't make time for the president to put the black power fist up.
First,
it's like, y'all niggas ain't get me. And then we're
first, not him saying, wait, let me get my shoes. Then stand up.
Yeah.
Pump a fist in the air with no blood. Okay. Okay. And then
the blood thing was weird because the blood, it went from the back
across
of
his
ear,
face.
It came across the here.
But it wasn't dripping down.
It wasn't dripping down on the ear. Like it looked like when the Secret Service crowd around him.
Yeah.
Somebody cut him with a quick razor.
But have you've gotten head wounds before?
Yeah.
They bleed.
They bleed like a bitch, like a son bitch. It seemed like a WWE moment. I think this was a WWE moment. I think he called Vince McMahon and said, "Hey, I need to figure out how to get myself fake shot."
Then he stood up. Then he tried to get off this. Then they just magically got this photo that looked like Iwo Jima. Like,
oh yeah, with the flag in the back.
Yeah.
With the flag.
Oh, that just magically. There's too many and right before that, you see the guy being like, "No, go stand over there," to the photographer. There's literally video of it.
Yeah, this was all set up.
And then. And then with less than 24 hours later, there is like bobbleheads, a trading card, there's merch available of every kind.
Yeah, this was the photo. I just got it up.
And I don't mean some guy selling it out of his basement. I mean Patriot friends selling it with ads on Twitter.
Yeah, this one here. This is a 9/11 picture, and if you look at the young lady that's holding him in the front, she's smiling. No one looks like they're urgently trying to move him out of this frame. This doesn't look like the president's getting moved away.
Who's the fucking idiot just staring into the camera?
That guy is an actor. That guy is a paid actor. He is not a Secret Service agent. None of them
seem like Secret Service.
None of them seem like Secret Service agents. All of them seem like Central Casting Secret Service agents. They seem like they were hired for the day. They were day players in a presidential movie.
That was the most ridiculous meltdown I saw. Was
when she was trying to figure the gun out? Oh, she was pulling the fucking gun.
Well, right, but the meltdown over it, had nothing to do with actually protecting him at that point. He's in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody looked at that and said, "This is why DEI is bad." And you're like, she wasn't the sniper that didn't shoot the other sniper. She wasn't the whole police department in the building where the shooter was from. She wasn't the person ordering people not to go on the roof of that building because the slope was too much.
Jesus Christ. So there were snipers on the other roof.
All she did was struggle to put her gun in her holster.
Hold on a second. So they had their own snipers on another roof?
Yes.
And they didn't see the sniper on the roof? What the fuck are they doing? This is not smart. This is not real.
There's so many holes in all of it.
None of this is real. Like I'm looking at this picture here, where they grab him. They grab him by his shirt. No one's pulling him off the stage that he just got shot on.
And then the parents came out like a day ago. Were like, oh, we were looking for him.
we were looking for where he went.
He's like, he's 20. What the fuck are you talking about?
What picture is this? Are they handing him an American flag?
I don't know.
Trump unleashed the flood of misinformation.
Investigators working to determine a motive behind the assassination attempt are also examining a message left on a gaming platform site purported to have been authored by the suspect. According to multiple law enforcement sources briefed on the probe, investigators...
Let's see that bullet wound. That is not a bullet wound.
The Post reads, July 13th will be my premiere. Watch as it unfolds.
This is not a bullet wound.
Did he think he was the Joker?
He did. From everything I'm seeing, he feels like a Joker-esque character in this whole thing. Where he thought, oh yeah, I'm starting the chaos. And he didn't do anything. Okay, look at this picture, Joey. Look at the picture I just pulled up.
Okay.
That is not a bullet wound. That is not a bullet wound.
I struggled that the bullet only injured him that much.
That is
If
not
it was
a
a
fucking
bullet.
bullet wound. No.
I feel like if the bullet nicks him to that, like, at all, there's more damage than that.
There would have to be. Especially if he shot from a rifle. It's not like he shot a pea shooter from like a fucking Saturday Night Special from the bottom of the stage.
It's not a musket.
None of this makes sense. Hold on, wait. So so the snipers were on this roof.
Yeah, actually, hold on a second, because I think I have.
Yeah, the picture of where the roof was.
I have a picture of the entire compound or whatever here on this other screen here. So,
because the way these pictures are looking, it's like they were on the same roof with the sniper. So they shot him. He squatted out next to him, shot the president, and they shot him in the head. I don't know what the fuck they're doing up there.
So
this is not a world. I don't know what this world we live in. Joseph.
So here's where the sniper was.
Hold on, let me see here. The sniper was over here near the school. Is that a school or? Is
I don't know. It was those brown buildings over there.
Okay, he was over there, and the police snipers were over here.
On the red building.
On the red building.
They're looking directly at it.
Yes. There's no godly reason he should have got a shot off at the fucking
It looks
president.
so. It's more ridiculous by the minute.
Oh, this is different, Joey. We live in a different kind of world, my friend.
That's what I mean when I was like, I didn't need to be this old. I would have been better off. This is crazy.
I didn't need to live this long. I didn't need to live this long to see this shit.
Nah.
I didn't need to live to see this. So if I died 10 years ago, I would have been like, you know what? I'd be in heaven right now, looking down, going, you know what? I didn't miss shit. I'm good. I'm happy.
And he's a Trump supporter. Like that was.
He was a Trump supporter. But he was. I think if they're gonna spin it, like once he found out everything really about the kid, they're gonna spin it as he was trying to start the whole World War III situation. He was trying to kick it off, or the new Civil War. That's what he was gonna kick off.
I don't know, man. There's so many like rabbit hole. Like I don't even want to know anymore. Like this, can we just get to the? Because so that happened, and then Biden called the widow of the guy that died, and she wouldn't take his call because her husband wouldn't want him to.
Want her to take his call?
Yeah, because he was a devout Republican. Like I said, an asshole. And then.
So the wife's an asshole too?
No, he's a devout Republican, so much so that he would have not wanted his wife to take a call from the president.
That doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah, that.
Why am I not able to? Oh shit!
That just means you're a divisive idiot.
Yeah.
So.
Did I just leave the chat?
Man.
Am I just talking to you right now? Hold on.
Yes, you left me all alone.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to get back in. Give me a second. How do I leave the chat? Okay. Oh, Okay, my Facebook fucked up. That's what happened.
Anyway.
Keep on going. Yeah, keep going. I'll be right back.
So people thought he made a donation to a progressive group.
The shooter?
Which didn't make sense. It turned out that was a different Thomas Crooks.
Sounds about right.
This is what we're dealing with.
But that's the same thing where everybody used to say that Michael Jordan owned prisons.
Yeah.
And you click on it, and it's an old white man named Michael Jordan.
And then they found a video of him like talking about how he has a 10-inch penis, and I was like, "There's one of these whites at every open mic in America.
Every open mic, every high school, every college, city, every Kappa Nu get together. There's one of those. He was a frat boy that didn't get in the frat yet.
Yeah.
How old was he?
20.
He was 20. Yeah, he wasn't fully developed yet. His frontal lobe wasn't fully there yet. He need to check his medulla oblongata, as said in Waterboy.
I don't know, but the fallout of this has just been
ridiculous,
insanity.
Did you hear Megyn Kelly?
What now?
When she was talking about Biden?
No.
And she was like, "Yeah, Biden was arguing with his cabinet, and he said, hey, it's enough talk about this debate. We don't need to talk about this debate no more. We need to put our sights on Trump." And then she's like, "That's when he got shot." Wait, what the fuck? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You drew a nice parallel to Joe Biden saying that he wants to shoot Donald Trump in the face. And I'm like, that's not what Joe Biden would ever say, because Joe Biden's a smarter politician than that.
I'm just like, if you were gonna take out your opponent and you're the president,
you wouldn't talk about it, just be done.
Why would you get a 20-year-old to be your gunman?
This kid and this gun is not giving what it's supposed to give.
The only thing is like,
well, it could be the same as Oswald. Remember, everybody says Oswald shot Kennedy.
He did have three names. This is the 3-name theory: John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald, and Thomas Matthew Crooks.
They only say your middle name when you shoot at the president.
Yeah, because you're in trouble.
Yeah. That's like when your mom calls you. Your mom doesn't say your middle name when you're not like in a trouble situation. You're Joseph Giovanni?
Fuck.
What's your middle name? Giovanni?
Anthony?
Joseph Fat Tony LaFaro. Yeah, okay, I remember that. Your mom called you Joseph Anthony LaFaro if you don't get in here right now. That's how she referred you.
Yeah, because St. Anthony is the saint of...
whooping kids' asses. That's the patron saint of whooping kids' asses. Is he? Are you looking that up now?
I forgot what it is. Patron saint.
You're named after the St. Anthony?
No, I'm named after my grandfather, but all Catholic Italians have a saint name.
Have a saint name?
Mostly.
Really?
That's
a St. Anthony?
Yeah.
He's the patron saint of what?
I don't know. I'm trying to look that up. Patron saint of the poor, sailors and fishermen.
My device lost connection to my camera.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
Oh, there it is. It's back.
Being too animated.
Let me back in. I try to get too rowdy in here and they cut me off. What kind of bullshit is this? See, that's what happens. They try to calm me down.
So then, like, Trump went and played golf while Biden tried to call a widow, and it didn't, everything. And everybody else was arguing, "You're a conspiracy. Your guy is conspiracy." Because I have trouble believing that the president trying to get a hit on his opponent. I mean, even though he's senile, would get all these Secret Service members to do dumb shit and then leave the shot in the hands of this youth. Can I believe that the youth would do anything for Donald Trump?
Yes.
And can I believe that Donald Trump would think, "Oh, I'll just have him shoot near me and this won't go wrong at all.
He shot a BB at Trump. Because that was anything.
He wasn't supposed to get hit by that.
No, I don't think he was. I think that was supposed to hit somebody behind him, and they were supposed to rush him off the stage. It hit him because the kid couldn't aim properly,
Right.
and it hit him, and then they didn't know how to react to it hitting him. So then it's like, oh shit, we got to react, and then it's like, oh shit, where's my gun? And then the other cop lady, the other Secret Service lady's like, oh shit, I can't get my gun out because he ain't here. He's over there. Then by the time they looked up, he was shot by the other snipers that were already on top of the building looking at him. I don't know what country I live in anymore, Joey.
Like, I don't want these to be the reasons. And then you feel like, he's got some momentum, but Democrats all think he's full of shit still. So it didn't really change anything.
No.
But everybody wanted to act like it did, except stupid people were like, this photo goes hard. And then everybody else was like, that photo's AI. Like, that is not reality. And then Monday happened, and he picked J.D. Vance as his running mate, who hates him, and has openly stated that he hates him. Has called Trump Hitler before, and he's only got like a year experience, and he's supposed to be this white supremacist nominee. But here's the problem: his wife's Indian.
Yeah.
So now all the racists are pissed off at both of them.
This whole thing is like this comedy of errors.
And then they have the conference, and they got every single black person they could find
to stand behind
to just talk and not be part of the cabinet at all.
Jesus Christ.
Tim Scott was it Tim? What's that Scott guy who's always trying to angle for a VP role?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't care about them anymore, Joe. I'm so over it.
You don't care about Amber Rose?
I do care about the fact that Amber Rose is there, and then the head of the Teamsters was there, and I'm like, what
the fuck is
happening right now?
Hey man, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on? Who put this shit? That's exactly that's how I feel when I go to like a comedy show.
Yeah. And
I like watch like comics go up. And then like it gets to the headline, I'm like, who the fuck put this show together? Like none of this gels. Like none of these motherfuckers mix like together. This isn't a good show.
No.
This isn't what we're supposed to be doing right now. Like it was fucking weird, man. It was a fucking alternate universe type shit.
And then I don't know if you heard this, but apparently Grindr started crashing.
Because all the gay Republicans.
Because the RNC's like their Super Bowl.
You know, I hear that whenever like the Republicans go somewhere, like whatever was like really big and gay at the time, they ruin it for everybody.
One user in Milwaukee said there's been a major bump in anonymous users. On any given day, go on there and see a headless torso or blank profile, said the source, who did not want to be named. He explained that the profile typically means user is looking for a fling and not a relationship.
Joey.
Normally you'd encounter maybe 10 users that you'd only meet at a glory hole. But Thursday, when you checked the app, he said he stopped counting at 50 blank profile photos.
Is that our co-host?
Looked like it.
Marcus wears glasses? Since when?
If you missed the first hour of the podcast.
Did we talk about this? Did we talk about
all that shit?
All of it was talked about. What happened and why.
Well, I shouldn't be shocked that you wear glasses. Most 50-plus-year-olds do. So I guess it's time.
I'm not 50 plus.
Yes, you are, old ass.
Okay, well, shit. You 65.
Okay, first of all.
That don't mean nothing, Rosa.
I'm not the one with the spectacles, sir. I'm not the one with the spectacles.
I've always worn glasses. These are just my reading ones. I need.
Okay. Hey, did we talk about the ear and all of that? Did I miss it?
We were on that currently.
Perfect.
We were actually on the RNC causing Grindr to crash. That's where we.
What does the RNC have to do with gay people? Tell me.
because they're
anonymous
all privately
gay sex.
Oh, wow.
Apparently.
You didn't know that the Republican Party was full of
Undercovers?
It's casual gay love. That's what
Wow. No, but I did hear something about, remember in the past, there was a scandal because some Republican politician, like he did like a foot tap underneath the door of the bathroom and that was like a sign. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's just
that was in the early 2000s.
I mean, here's where it makes sense, right? What are they constantly doing?
Rolling back gay rights and women's rights.
Not even that. What are they always accusing liberals of doing?
I don't know.
Being gay? What? I don't know.
Grooming, pedophilia, gay agenda.
Yeah,
what are they caught doing?
Grooming,
pedophilia, gay agenda. They do that because they are that way.
You hate yourself more than you hate the rest of the world.
Hit dogs holler. So wait.
They want to fuck them kids because I did. Wait, what?
His son was just making a speech talking about how he's going to stop. Basically, he was saying how he's going to stop trans women from competing. Because he was like, men that are my height, 6'5", are competing in sports against women who have trained their whole life. He's 6'5". That's what he just said.
Who?
His son.
Donald Trump Jr. is not 6'5".
6'5". That's what he just said he was.
Yeah, well,
and I looked up Donald Trump's height. He's 6'3". They're a tall family.
He's got 6'3". That's why he said, wait, I gotta put my shoes back on because his lips fell out when that piece of glass flew by his ear.
5-inch lips.
So let me just gauge the temperature of the room. Do we think that shit was staged or do we think it's real?
I think we're in the Matrix because that shit was horrible. None of it made sense. It is the worst shit I've ever seen.
My biggest problem in any conspiracy theory is the shooter. Like this would have to be the most ill-conceived plot of all time for you to get a kid who failed to make the high school rifle team to be the shooter, like to be the quintessential linchpin in your plot.
At least
like how do you miss a wide open, non-moving target? Like that shit was fake.
At least when they recruited Lee Harvey Oswald to kill John F. Kennedy, they found a rifleman who was actually a rifleman. he was in the rifle infantry in Korea.
I really struggle to believe that anybody. I really struggle to believe that if it was Biden and he had all the power to manipulate protection in the way that he did.
He manipulated protection.
Supposedly.
He put the B team on protection for fucking Trump.
But
like the Secret Service sent out all the wrong stuff.
But if he
to protect Trump.
But if he put the B team on protection,
not the B team
for the sake of getting him shot and put the shooter up to it. You couldn't find a better shooter. The president of the United States cannot find a better shooter than that.
Yeah, there's no shooter. This is what I'm saying. All of it is staged. We heard shots, and then what did we see? We saw Trump touch his ear, and then the bleeding started after he touched his ear. So maybe he had there was a blood. He's an entertainer. There could have been a blood.
There was a shooter. A guy died.
Oh, that's what they've told us. Did we see a shooter?
Candace believes like I do, Joey. It was WWE shit.
Exactly. All of that shit was staged.
No. Here's where
we did not see blood until he touched his ear. So he could have had a blood pack in his hand, or he could have sliced his ear with something. Come on.
I'm not debating that.
And then he put a tampon and he put a maxi pad on his face.
Listen.
A whole maxi pad.
I'm trying to finish one conspiracy theory before I move on to the other one. Okay. So my problem with the Biden hit plot is I can't accept the idea of that being the shooter.
Okay.
Now, if I'm Trump I don't really want to get shot, but I might want to get shot at so that I can seem heroic. And maybe I got someone who is my stand to do that.
Super fan.
But maybe the only person willing to do that didn't pass the high school rifle team's test, and that's who I got. But I didn't account for the fact that he might just miss everything that he was supposed to shoot. Like there might have been a target where he's supposed to shoot the podium and he missed by 6 feet and grazed his ear. And then they were like, oh shit, no, we actually have to hide from the bullets. And then, racist bro die. And then they were like, oh fuck. And then they were like, oh, shoot her down. And he's like, oh, well, that was the only shooter because that's the guy I hired. And then he stood up and said, wait, so he can put his fist in the air.
Black power. They can't hold a nigga down. That's what Trump said when he was pulling him off stage. You can't hold this nigga down. That's what he did.
And they could have the photographers move right to the bottom of the stairwell so they could get the Iwo Jima shot that they were going to put on the side of the mugs they were going to sell the next day.
A lot of merch ready that next afternoon.
I don't necessarily believe it was staged.
Really?
It seems more easily explained by incompetence.
But
which one's more plausible? Is it plausible enough that I would consider it?
Yes.
Yeah, there was one candidate in the history of time you can see doing something that ridiculous and it being half-baked. That's the part that makes it ring true.
You know why I can see it happen, Joey?
Because the January 6th is equally half-baked.
Because he learned his carny tricks from the master of carnies, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
It does feel very wrestling.
It feels like a wrestling
situation. It's so staged. It's so staged.
And then he goes to the convention and he's wearing a pillow on his face.
It's so staged. And then wait a minute. So the guy who saved his daughter and he died, even the whole narrative of that, he was a fireman. The whole it's like somebody wrote a narrative where this hero died because Trump was being targeted.
Now that was an a-hole.
But he was also a racist.
Like
we covered this earlier.
That's how you know it's a narrative that was written, because it just happened to be an NYC fireman. Like it couldn't have been a fucking truck driver or a baker. Like it was a fireman. It was this hero that got slain. All of that shit is like a narrative that somebody fucking wrote.
Oh yeah,
that's how they tried to spin it. But I mean, he also told Palestinians to get over getting bombed out of their homes like Japan did.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the guy was a ne'er-do-well. We established that earlier in the podcast. When Joey went off on the dead man, if you listen back, Candace, to the hour before you joined, you'll hear that Joey doesn't like dead people.
Chickens coming home to roost.
Joey has quoted Malcolm X numerous times during this episode.
Why don't you like dead people? What happened? What did I miss?
He said that man dying was chickens coming home to roost.
Wow.
And I'm inclined to agree with him, knowing what I know about the man now. But at the end of the day, that man dead. I can't bring myself to it. I was raised different. I was raised better than that, Joey.
The man threatened violence against political activists because they were protesting global warming by standing on blocks of ice with nooses around their neck. He said, "I feel like going ice kicking." So, if you cultivate a culture of hate, guess what's going to get you?
Hate. Candace?
Yeah?
How you been? We haven't heard from you in a while. It's been a while since we had a podcast. And I know you noticed your camera's off. That means your hair's not done.
Yeah, I look a mess. I just took my braids out, so I look a hot mess right now. And I haven't done it to where I have my little fro. It's just nothing. I look like a slave, a runaway slave at this point in time. I cannot be on camera like this. It's bad for the black race for me to be on the camera like this.
Setting the culture back.
Exactly.
We can't have a black woman out here looking nappy
Yeah, I can't be disheveled on camera. I'm not doing. I'm doing the race a disservice.
Can't be on camera all. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies, Miss Scott.
Exactly. Exactly.
You're
Like
stupid as shit. I hate you. I hate you so much for that one. I do so fucking bad. Right?
I thought it was fantastic, honestly. I loved every minute of it. If you ask me,
I can't help that. That's the picture that was painted.
and that's exactly accurate.
I didn't make the coloring book. I just filled it in.
Oh man. Oh, Joey, did I tell you?
What?
I'm on a new drug. I'm on the lighter version of Ozempic.
Wegovy?
Trulicity.
What the fuck is that? I never heard of that one.
See, nah, I'm on the good one.
Mm.
The one that makes me only eat a quarter of a sandwich. I don't know why, but that shit just fucked up my whole appetite. I have not eaten properly since I started taking shit.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do.
It's so fucking weird. I've never had anything that I've taken make me go, wow, I don't want any more food. I'm done eating. And just look at my plate angrily. Like, you ever had ribs in front of you? I had a half a rack of ribs in front of me, Joey. You know how many ribs I ate? 2 ribs.
That's unheard of.
It's unfortunate. It's the fucking worst.
Sad.
But I'm gonna get through this, Joey. You know how I'm gonna get through this? This. Bottles and bottles and bottles of this. I like how it
Water.
like I put it up, and then like the background fade kind of goes over it, so it's blurring out the name.
Yeah, so you don't get sued for trademark infringement.
Who's gonna sue
You
me?
don't have a deal with Core, and
But I do. I'm gonna start doing sit-ups. It'll be core. It'll be Marcus's new core, and then I'll have a whole thing, and I'll have a 6-pack. It's gonna be great. Candace, you'll love it. You'll love it.
When did you start it, Marcus?
Trulicity, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. All right. And then they have you where you do this, you increase your dosage after 4 weeks.
My doctor said no. He said, hey, we'll see how it works out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I told him I don't know what I told him I'm giving myself 6 months on all this bullshit. I'm done with medications. Give 6 months.
The way that they say how quickly it works, you probably won't even need that long. I talked to somebody who was on actual Ozempic, and he said he lost like 40 something pounds in the first 2 months, 2.5 months.
People use Ozempic, their heads get bigger. I don't need my head to get bigger when my body gets small. I need all this.
No, it just looks like that because they lost so much weight.
they released the information about the shooter's job.
Where do you work at?
He was a dietary aide in a nursing facility.
Oh God. They couldn't even hire an actual rifleman. I hate everyone.
No, but that's what I mean. Like it's
None of this is
here's the funny thing. We had someone who helps out in a nursing home kill a firefighter. Like again, your job is not your character.
No, it's not. It's such a weird culmination of shit.
Sorry, we had a kid who helps out in a nursing home say, "Watch what I'm gonna do next," and then go shoot a firefighter who said, "Get over genocide." Throw it all away.
Throw the whole country in the trash. Oh man, but I think that's it for us, man. Unless you got something else you want to talk about.
I wanted to talk about the new album.
The Eminem album?
Yes,
I finally listened to the whole thing.
you did.
And as you stated, there's some songs on there that'll make you a little bit weepy.
Yeah,
I
told you not to listen to Temporary in public.
I didn't listen to it in public. I sat on my couch and listened to it. But he kept saying Haley so many damn times.
I know.
And that's the part that fucks with you. Because it's like,
fuck me up too.
Like shit.
That already would have been, even if it wasn't, like, it could have been a different name, and it still would have been tough. Yeah. But that made it, that was rough.
That made it rough as fuck.
She recently got married. Yes. Haley, his daughter. Did you see that?
Have you listened to the new album?
No, I haven't.
So there's a song on there called Temporary.
Okay.
The premise of which is that when I die, the feelings of heartache you'll have are temporary. And he wrote this to his daughter.
To his daughters and his nephew. and his brother.
Basically, when I'm gone, don't feel bad. Keep on trying. Like, why? Who the fuck does that?
Well, most rock stars do it.
While you're alive?
Yeah, Aerosmith did it. Aerosmith did it. Don't Want to Miss a Thing is about leaving your kids and not
to death.
I don't think they leave them to death, but
it's about. He was about. That was not the same thing.
It's in the same vein, though.
I think it's a very common sentiment to be like, when I go, don't mourn me, have fun, live your life. I think he's very young to be writing that. It's usually later.
That's the part.
I'm thinking this might be almost the end for not his life, the end for his career. I think he's done. I think he's just gonna perform.
He left a lot in there. That album was kind of tough to top.
Yeah, that's a lot. He's leaving a lot to be desired after that album. After this album, he's leaving a lot for us to go, all right, what do you got next?
It was such a good like thought experiment. And it's funny to watch people like flip out over individual lines from individual songs. They have no idea. Like the whole album really is a concept piece.
Yeah.
And it's such a good concept piece. Cause like the things he's rapping about are so preposterous and ridiculous. You hit on dwarves and Christopher Reeve. In a way, it was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was way unnecessary for him to go that hard on dwarves.
Dwarves, deaf people.
Quadriplegics, dwarves, and deaf people. And then he said, talking about Christopher Reeves, and then Caitlyn Jenner. Just mentioned her casually throughout the whole album.
Somebody had this meme with a guy in heaven crying, and they were like, "This is Christopher Reeves looking down, wondering why he keeps getting dissed on Eminem songs." That's the second time Christopher Reeves caught a stray on an Eminem song.
It was not a stray. He fucking went in on him. He made a whole song about him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you gotta listen to that album. That album it's quite possibly his best work in probably the last like 7 years.
And then he had Guilty Conscience 2, which was at himself, which was pretty impressive. I like Toby. I know a lot of people didn't think that was one of the better tracks on the album, but that shit gets me pumped up. I like
Toby is an anthem song you put on there. That served. Toby served no purpose on the album.
No,
it didn't need to be.
No,
there.
It's going to be the thing that's going to be the during the highlight clips for everything for the next 3 years.
Yeah, it's like The Rock and Tech Nine. There was no need for that fucking song.
I'd never heard Babytron before, but I've concluded that he makes people who are not taking their ADHD medication.
Okay.
Listen to him rap. He did a lot in the little time he was on the thing.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm actually happy that I did listen to the album. It was a good album. I'm happy that I've lived long enough for the youth to turn against the youth man who was responsible for happiness in our youth.
I've listened to it like 3 times, and I keep catching new bars, and I'm like, God damn.
He's the greatest. He is the greatest.
This song's never getting old. I love this song. I don't like it's grown on me.
Really?
It's grown on me to the point where I look at my wife and like she'll say something about work, and I just go, "Hey man, you know what? They ain't like us." And she's like, "You're stupid," and I hate that you're doing that, and she just keeps singing it all day. And it's like I've grown to where I'm actually happy with how that beef turned out.
Yeah.
Because it didn't seem like it was going to go anywhere good, especially after somebody shot at Drake's house for no fucking reason at all. But again,
they tried to jump Rick Ross.
Somebody shot up Drake's house.
Yeah, somebody went to Drake's house and shot at him. They were shooting one of the security guards, and it was like right in front of his front door.
See, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like the whole Trump thing, it's like a stage rap beef for more publicity. That's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. I don't think anybody actually shot up Drake's house. It's just a publicity stunt for him and Kendrick to sell more albums together.
So what she's saying is, compared to that debate, Biden is a mumble rapper.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. No one understands him. He's not really coherent. He may be on codeine and syrup. You don't know.
I just get worried because, like, one, I know he's not lasting 4 years. That's yeah.
Who, Biden?
Yeah, there's no way he lasts another 4 years. So it's like, okay, so what are we really signing up for? That's why I'm like, go ahead and get him off the ticket now, because you know he's gonna be in office he's not the whole time. I want to know who is.
Let me tell you something.
Let me vote for who is.
Hold on. Everybody's talking about how old Biden is. You understand he's only like 2 or 3 years older than Trump, right? Trump's 70. Trump is 78 or 79, and Biden is 81. Like I don't understand.
I'm not playing because it's not relevant. No one's deciding between those two people. You understand that? Like, it's not a comparison that matters.
But I'm just saying the narrative is Biden is too old to be in office.
Because
Trump
he can't
is only
talk.
3 years older, 3 years younger than him. They are in the same bracket. When you're checking boxes, how old are you?
Because people, but Trump's not doing the thing where he's like struggling to speak, and then he looks up.
Right. Okay. So you're saying it's not age; it's like mental competency.
The wrong one.
Yeah. When Biden looks off, he looks off like my grandfather used to look off. Like, where the fuck am I at?
And not only is the word he found wrong, it's the most opposite of what he meant to say.
Because then he almost said, "Make America Great Again."
He said,
"Wait, what happened?"
He called Vice President Trump, and he said we beat Medicare, and like he keeps mismatching words. That's not a matter of how old he is. I don't care what age you are. If you can't speak the sentence you intended to speak, and we have to play at 8, like 3 a.m. The nukes are getting launched, and we need you to make a decision. We can't have you going, don't intend.
Right.
What is that?
Right. I got it. So if the question is mental competency, that's different. But
that's a whole question.
People have just been saying he's too old to be in office. I'm like, he's fucking 2 years older than Trump.
Clearly, his mental competency is fading fast.
He's too old in the mental aspect of it. He's not old in the
like chronologically
age old. He's not. He's old in the fact that he's losing his shit. Mm-hmm. That's what the old is. It's not old as an age. Like you're taking this age thing way too far, Candace. I swear. You hear someone say old and you get real uptight. I don't know why. Shut
up.
Yeah. Call me 68.
It's not. If he could just do the bare minimum of speak whole sentences without getting tongue-tied, then
when he was speaking whole sentences? When he was threatening Lester Holt?
And that's the other thing.
If you don't shut your colored mouth, that's what he wanted to say to Lester Holt so bad. I know he did.
He gets so old man angry now, and just has yelling matches with people.
Yeah.
It's just like with the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
They cut his shit, and then he got mad. He's like, you know what? Fuck it, fine. If you don't vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black. And then he walks away. Right. This is your guy. This is your guy right now.
It's not just based on age. It's based on his behavior. It's based on, we all saw that debate.
Yeah.
And Trump's lying. That's not that, we know that. We expect that. You know what's new is Biden not being able to speak properly, and people try to say he's over-prepared. Like, what the fuck?
What is that dumb shit?
Lester.
The excuses are insane.
Did you and the rest of the liberal media, Lester, look into all the lies Trump was telling?
And my biggest problem is every time someone tries to make an argument, the first thing out of their mouth is, we can't let Trump win. Not a damn person has gone, he did this for us. That's why you should vote for him.
No one says that. Because he didn't do it. He spent 4 years doing absolutely shit for anybody he promised to do shit for.
He did parts of things.
Who, Biden? He wiped out a little bit of the student debt. Not all of it, but he wiped.
That's what I'm saying. Some people
were happy. I'm not. Possible.
I literally got in an argument with Mike B about that, because he was like, yeah, well, my wife got the loan cancellation, so he did loan cancellation. I'm like, No, if you do half of a test, you still get a failing grade. Like you don't get credit for doing half of shit. I get you tried it, you need more time. I get how Congress works. But you don't get to call it a win in a feather in your cap when you didn't finish the job.
You know
Right.
what he didn't do? He didn't do anything for black people who voted for him, even though
Thank you.
so who obviously we voted for you, so now we're black. We need some type of black shit done.
We need some black shit.
What black people get, we didn't get shit for the vote.
I had to put Kamala as my VP.
Fuck Kamala.
Hey, that's Howard Bison you talking about.
Yeah, she looked like a bison. You think
Wow.
Is that where she learned that fortune cookie logic rhetoric picked up?
Hey, no Howard
Can
slander.
be
No
burdened by what has been.
Don't bake your bread before the
I don't like this. I don't like the Howard slander.
don't put your milk in when the bread is in the oven because you're gonna get biscuits. What the fuck?
Shut up. She didn't say that.
Whatever that play acting she did with Taraji P. Henson was before the BET Awards.
Well, when she was like, to use the words of Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. I was like, this is pandering. Oh my God.
I almost threw up.
She is quite possibly the worst.
I'm just like, why do you?
What the fuck else to say about
But why do you sound so white when you say it? Like
that comes from white dicking. When you get that much white dick, you generally start to turn that way, Joseph.
just
It's a pride product. I apologize. I know that's an uncomfortable feeling. that's where it happens. It happens that way.
So you can't say they not like us when you reminding people why they not like us means.
She not like us.
Exactly.
Candace loves her because she went to Howard.
You're
I don't know
beef.
why.
HU.
Boo.
That's not the proper response.
that's how you respond to that now. They just boo. And
Boo no.
From Diddy to Kamala.
Not boo, no. I really hate you so much.
Oh, you change it. It's H boo.
Oh man, this is getting worse. I dislike every single one of you.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's been a weird couple months, Joey. And it only seems like we're going deep.
This was a week. This was 1 week.
This is 1 week in 2024.
The fuck.
These are long weeks. Like we've had nothing but long weeks for the past 5 years. Like you noticed that? Have you noticed how long the year has been in the last 5 years? It just seems like it gets longer and longer every fucking year. Like I can't wait till December for some fucking reason.
So tired.
So fucking tired. Oh, it's so ridiculous, Joey. But you know what's not ridiculous?
What?
The That Kind of Podcast. And you know what else isn't ridiculous, Joey?
What?
Comedy shows near me. You know what comedy shows near me's got going on?
A lot.
You got a lot of shit happening.
A lot.
Joey LaFaro, DJ Marcus are proud beneficiaries of the Comedy Shows Near Me brand. We've been working with the Comedy Shows Near Me guys for a long time now, and we are proud of them because they finally stepped up to the plate and moved into two new venues, Joey.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Comedy Shows Near Me is premiering 3 new venues. Wait, there's a third? I wasn't at the meeting.
Yeah, there's 3.
There's 3 now. So Comedy Shows Near Me is proud to present Comedy Shows Near Me at Dave & Buster's in Arundel Mills this coming weekend, and then this coming Saturday. And then on Sunday, Comedy Shows Near Me premieres at the Hard Rock in DC. Comedy Shows Near Me.
The Hard Rock?
Hard Rock Cafe, DC.
Hard Rock Cafe, DC. What was that?
Holy shit. Good job.
That is correct. Holy shit, indeed.
I need to say a quick congratulations to our second round one winner of the Mixed Food Hall DMV Community of the Year competition, Jamar Taylor,
Oh,
who
good
came
job,
in first
Jamar.
place last night.
Congratulations, Jamar.
Max Silverstein came in second. He will also advance to the second round.
Did we announce the first show?
I don't think we got a chance to from last month. Last month, Ali Asif, a McGinty's homegrown comedian,
Okay.
won first place.
Awesome.
And he did a guest spot for us on July 6th as part of our show. That
Awesome time, man. Also, speaking of comedy shows near me doing bigger and better things, we at the comedy shows near me, corporate conglomerate, keep forgetting exactly where we stand with comedy shows near me. I keep having these meetings with them, Joey, and they keep wanting to promote me more and more.
that'll do that.
So they just gave me a new position. I am in charge of all retail sales for comedy shows near me now, Joey. So if you want a T-shirt, if you want a hoodie, if you want a hat that just has stitching on the back of it, so you wear your hat backwards like a cool bitch, you can get that at the Comedy Shows Near Me shop, which will be available very soon on ComedyShowsNear.me. We're working on that just to get it all squared away. But we also have another show coming up, Joe.
Yes, we do.
Comedy Shows Near Me is proud to present Comedy Shows Near Me live at District E in Washington, D.C. That's right, District E, home of esports. Am I correct?
Yeah, so the esports venue. That will be on August 2nd.
August 2nd as a tie-in for the Weekend of Funny at the McGinty's Public House. Joking Ace. That's not Joking Ace. What word can we use for it? Joking upstairs at McGinty's on every first Saturday. So is that it'll be a good idea for the show, man. I'm gonna fly that up the flagpole at Comedy Shows Near Me and see what they say. Candace?
You're doing a lot right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put a whole bunch of shit in, Joey. I'm trying to get shit in. Candace, what are you doing with yourself, do you think?
Trying to get shit out.
I'm going on stage as much as I possibly can. You can follow me at just_Candace with a KANDYCE. If you would like to keep up with where I'm going to be, because I'm everywhere.
Okay. You know where she's not, Joey?
Where?
In DC. Doing comedy show. But I ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just here. I'm just here to help. She can click on. Just click on. It's usually when she gets mad at me. She gets mad at me every episode. I've learned how to make it.
Let's not go there. Joey and I are already in talks. We will figure it out. Don't worry.
Y'all in negotiations.
We're in talks. Got to figure out what's going to be best. He was saying y'all are getting some new venues. I see you already got it. So he and I will come back to the table and we'll discuss it again. I want to just come when I can do like as many shows in a row as possible. That's really all it is, because it's very expensive to come out to that area.
I'm working on it. I'm doing.
Me and Joey got this, Marcus. Mind your business.
Hold on a second. Is Comedy Shows Near Me expanding so Candace comes and performs?
No.
I don't understand.
No, y'all are just expanding because Joey's great at this. But when y'all get a lot of shows in a row, then I'm going to come.
See, she can't do it for the love of the game. She got to have extra stuff, Joey. Y'all don't understand her sometimes. That's what old people do. They be using. And all they got in their pockets is Werther's Originals and those little strawberry candies from the store.
I don't like you at all. I can't stand you. I really don't like you at all. Not one bit.
Old people are good for Werther's Originals and those little strawberry candies. It's about as good as Granny can get. But DJ Marcus has found a new DJ gig, Joey.
Oh, did you? Because we had another room to announce.
We do. Where's that
at? Pinstripes.
In Rockville?
In Georgetown.
Hey, look at this. Two DC shows? Holy shit.
That's right. We went from no DC shows to 3.
Get out of here.
And yeah, that's three of them. So that's District E.
Yeah. You got the one for the thumb, baby.
So stupid, that's it. Oh man, but so Pinstripes in Georgetown. We got 5 shows. Comedy Shows Near Me is doing big things, Joe. And I think the world needs to see it.
Well, there's still a few more things that are getting ironed out. We have some other things in the works.
Yeah.
We have a new T-shirt design inbound.
Yes.
So that merch will be available very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. It's draining my life force. I'm just giving everything I can give before I die.
There you go. Stop playing football. You'll give a lot more.
Maybe.
As we discussed earlier, you're old now. Just work the business. Don't let the business work you.
So starting in August, we'll have District E So this weekend we're adding Hard Rock to the family.
Mhm.
That'll be every third weekend, so it'll be the Sunday following Dave and Buster's, and then starting in August, the Friday preceding McGinty's will be in Town District E, and then starting in September, the Sunday following McGinty's will be at Pinstripes.
Okay, so it'll be a weekend of funny.
It'll be a weekend of funny across the DMV.
That's a good cross section.
And I have some other feelers out to possibly add the V.
We gonna add a V to it?
We might add the V to the DM.
Yeah, I get that one. I know people with the V.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be some good times, man. But we gonna keep doing it, man, because comedy shows near me and .comedy, we a family. Joey, we are a family, and
Candace, we should talk about October.
Okay.
That's specifically that first weekend.
Sounds good. Let's discuss it. We'll talk off cam.
She don't want no evidence of her saying no.
Okay, first of all, I don't know why y'all think I don't want to come. I do. It's quite expensive, and I got to take off work, so it's spending money and losing money. So I just have to make it make sense. But I definitely want to.
2.5 years.
That's why we think you don't want to go. We've been doing this for 2.5 years.
For 2.5 years of this.
Has it really been that long?
Huh?
Has it really been that long?
Yes, it has.
We were supposed to have you for our second show in April 2022.
When was it when the train broke down? That was just
April 2022.
April 2022.
Holy shit. God damn it.
See, that's what happens when you get old, Joey. You lose track of time. She don't know what day it is.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I do know what day it is. I just don't remember what day that was. Marcus.
Oh, man. But Joey, I told you I got a new gig.
Where you get?
I'm out at the Funny Hole.
Oh, my God.
In Pasadena, Maryland.
You found a new hole.
I found a new hole, man. The Funny Hole, it's a weird place, right? Okay, so.
Well, it's Pasadena, Maryland, so of course.
So it's a strip club / lounge. Okay.
Oh, sounds nice.
Is that just McDougal's?
Yes. So stupid. That's right. But yes, it is.
I interviewed for a job there once. What?
If you come to the Funny Hole every third Tuesday between the hours of 5:45 and 6:15.
Oh my God.
DJ Mark is performing live on stage.
What in the C team is that bullshit?
Hey man, I get in where I fit in. Hey, when you're in the Funny Hole, anything can happen.
That is the Thomas M. Crooks of gigs.
That's a horrible gig. I need to work on my gig.
That is a miss.
Oh man, we're gonna get out of here, Joey. Where can they find you at, my friend?
Joey Low Comedy on Instagram.
Candace, where can they find you at?
At @just_Candace KANDYCE.
And you can find me anywhere you find the Dot Comedy Podcast. You will find DJ Marcus at DJMarcus.comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter, where I will be soon. I'm working on my Twitter skills, Joey. I'm gonna start tweeting my music selection for the week on Twitter. So if I hear something that's popping in the streets, you're gonna hear it from me, and it's gonna be a blast for everybody involved. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm really trying to get on this social media thing. You know, I got the glasses on now, so I'm getting older, and the gray starting to sneak in. You know, Candace understands when the gray sneaks in.
I will hang up on both of y'all.
But I gotta get the young people. So Twitter seems like the place to get the young ones. If I can get some TikToks together, I need my daughter to teach me how to dance a little bit, to do a little dance the kids do, so I can get my TikTok numbers up. Because hey, they ain't like us.
Speaking of dances, did you see I taught my nieces the "If It Isn't Love" choreography? Did you see that on the interwebs?
No, I did not.
It's on my Facebook. I also had posted it in my Instagram story, but it's on my Facebook. Yeah. So when they were here, they came for my birthday, and they stayed for a week. And I taught them the "If It Isn't Love" New Edition choreography, and it's absolutely amazing.
I forgot it was Candace's birthday.
We did.
July 5th.
I mean, I didn't.
I didn't forget. I sent her a message.
Okay.
I was nice about it too. I said, hey. She asked how I was doing.
I mentally forgot that we haven't had an episode since then.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't forget. I always remember Candace's birthday. It's the day after George Jefferson's because she was moving on up to the east side to a
It is like an easily rememberable, but you know what I'm saying? Like just this day after the 4th of July. It's easy to remember.
Yeah, your birthday is the same day as my only left aunt, my Aunt Janice. Shout out to Aunt Janice. Love Aunt Janice.
Hey, happy belated birthday, Aunt Janice.
Yeah, Aunt Janice is cool. She's a minister. She likes to preach. I love her for it. Joey loves her for it. Remember Joey? Remember when she called all my white friends at my mom's funeral?
Wait, what happened? What did Aunt Janice do?
She told all my white friends to stand up because they were my mom's kids too. Stand up! Look at all Marcus's white friends over here, and one of them got a black girl. Well, that was my mom.
She did not say that. She didn't say that. She didn't say it.
Aunt Janice is so loving, caring, and backhanded complimenting.
I love it.
She's everything an aunt is supposed to be. It's the best. I love it.
Her and your uncle at your wedding were hilarious.
I guarantee. I wasn't sitting with them, but I know everybody sitting around them was getting.
No, because they kept coming up to me like trying to get me to go to church.
They were trying to recruit you?
They try
to recruit me so hard.
Now, literally, the church is around the corner from Joey's house. He could get there in like 10 minutes. So it's not like he's that far away. He can come to church every now and again. We know he wants to.
Go, Joey. Go find Christ.
They were like, we know you're a heathen, but.
And you, Marcus's friend, and we want to save your soul. Honk your horn, save a soul. That's how we get in this week's episode of That Comedy Podcast. We have had fun. It has been real, and it's actually been real fun. We are the That Comedy team, and we will see you next time with more fun and more thrills. On me,
That Comedy Podcast.